Hello and welcome back to another reaction. In this occasion, Kimetsu no Yaiba episode 24. Yes, last time we got to see the conclusion of the terrible part in which Nezuko was mistreated by this asshole. And yes, I have been dragging him down in the last, I don't know, couple of episodes, 3 if you count this one. But come on, he deserved it. He treated Nezuko like trash when Nezuko has been just the cutest demon that you could ever find. So yes, you kind of understand, hopefully, how I feel. So that is why I'm dragging this moron, this asshole, this douchebag, okay, enough, uh, through the mouth. But anyway, yes, I don't know what is going to happen. I know the name of the episode, I kind of vaguely remember. It's one of the few episodes I vaguely remember its name. And I know we're going to see something better, that they are going to recover. And I mean Zenitsu, Tanjiro, and Inosuke, and hopefully Nezuko, but probably Nezuko is already done because she's a demon. Hopefully we're going to see a more relaxed episode because I don't know what I'm going to do if the last episode of this season is going to be great. Because yes, I hear the rumor, please confirm it or deny it for me, that it has been confirmed that it is going to be a second season of Demon Slayer. Hopefully, because I don't think this story is going to be resolved in what? 3 more episodes, counting the one I'm about to watch. So yes, I don't know what's going to happen in the next 3 episodes, but hopefully we're going to get our second season, and I hear that the movie is going to be connected to the series. So yes, I am obviously going to watch it and react to it because I want to see it, and in preparation of the second season, which obviously I don't know when it's going to come out, but hopefully it's going to come out, which I doubt they're going to tank this series because it's been a huge success. Not only the series but actually the manga. I know the manga has been selling like crazy and it's outshining everything that is being produced in the West. But that is another topic for another time. And if you want to speak about that, sure, just let me know in the comments. But anyway, yes, enough about all of this blabbling. Just quickly remind you that if you enjoy the content of the channel, please consider a subscription and turn notifications. If you enjoy the video, please give me a thumbs up and leave a comment. And remember that in the description we have a link for my Twitter if you want to follow me is there, a link for the reaction because YouTube doesn't like reactions, and a link for my Patreon in case you want to see these and many more uncut episodes of the series. But anyway, yes, enough about all of this. Let's cut the presentation short and watch the episode, shall we? Okay, I'm back. I just watched a second time the 24th episode of the series. And yes, as I said during my reaction, this was a very extremely funny episode. Obviously, with Zenitsu being, well, Zenitsu and refusing to drink the medicine. Inosuke is funny because he's quiet. We are used to hear him scream, hear him being crazy, but in this case, he is, well, he's very quiet. And obviously, the first part of the episode, which is honestly the majority of the episode, is this funny side for the circumstances that we got. And obviously, as I said during my reaction, the difference that some people find things enjoyable and things not enjoyable. Obviously, we're speaking about the training. For what Zenitsu saw, he thought that they were just being punished, that this was a harsh training, and yes, perhaps it was, especially with the condition that they have, all the wounds that they have. But for Zenitsu, what they were doing was paradise. That's basically it. Receiving massage from girls, playing tag with girls, playing that with girls, and yes, all of this is paradise for Zenitsu because we know how thirsty Zenitsu really is, and I mean really thirsty, man. Jesus. And that's the point of, well, all of this is, well, yeah, for Zenitsu it's crazy, but it's funny to see what we are seeing in this case. But obviously he's enjoying only partially the training, because by the end he gave up and nothing else came for him. But obviously Tanjiro is still going, because again, at the beginning of the training, or what we saw from Zenitsu's training, he was enjoying because he was successful to a certain degree, because I don't know, the nurse, I don't know how to call her, because she was never given a title per se, but the nurse, the main nurse, the girl that is attending Zenitsu and is scolding him and all of that, it's not as hard, or it's not as strong as Kanae. Yeah, sorry, I have to look up her name, because yeah, if you know how hard for me is to memorize names, you understand why. But anyway, she's not as strong as Kanae, and once they start to see no success against Kanae, that's when they start to get depressed and say, okay, why will we even try? We will not be able to achieve anything against this girl, against, in this case, Kanae. The only one who is still stubborn enough is obviously Tanjiro, and he discovered why she was able to be this strong, this agile, with these quick reactions. Is thanks to the constant concentration breathing. The breathing obviously is something that we saw from the beginning, and is supposed to be only used for when you are fighting, and this short burst of time in which, okay, I'm going to attack, I need to concentrate my breathing, attack, and then breathe normally, breathe, relax, and all of that, where I don't have to concentrate 24 hours. But in this case, we receive new information in which the ideal point is to concentrate 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. So that is why Kanae is capable of what she was doing. She was avoiding Tanjiro and the rest. And obviously Tanjiro, I think, is the stronger of the three, because obviously, well, one, he's the protagonist, and two, we saw the training that he went through. Even if we saw Zenitsu, he only went to a certain degree, to a certain point, and we haven't seen the training of Inosuke, so I don't know anything about him. But yes, this is something that we saw, and that is why I consider Tanjiro the strongest, and not even him. He is stubborn and he works hard, that is why he maintained this certain level of training. So that is why he is still wanting to improve himself, because he has a goal in mind. In this case, to return. Oh God, how could I forget her name? Nezuko. Yeah, I was about to check my notes, my past notes, but luckily I remember her name just in time. Nezuko. Because he wants to return Nezuko to being human. So that is why he has a different goal, he has something else to motivate him to be. And honestly, from what we saw from the first episode of this series, we kind of see as Tanjiro as this hard worker, that it doesn't matter what he has to do, he needs to do it diligently. But anyway, yes, again, the majority of the episode is funny side with a little bit. Hell, even the training with the guards, it's kind of funny because it's the impact of Tanjiro seeing all the little ones, which are stronger than normal ones, and then the giant freaking thing that he has to blow and destroy. I don't know how he is going to manage, but I bet he's going to manage that. And yes, in fact, I had one of those things. Well, not as gorgeous as what we saw there. It was pretty basic, and it's honestly just to pour water and to travel. I bought it, I don't know how many years ago. I don't have it with me. I don't know where is it. I think I left it in the house of one uncle of an aunt. So yes, I don't know where it is. But those things are honestly neat and are hard as hell, man. So that is how I know that is going to be such a tough task to accomplish, man. Because yes, I have one of those, man, and those are hard things. Jesus. But anyway, yes, I don't think you want to hear about that. But yes, the majority of the episode is funny up until the last 5 minutes of it, in which we saw, I think for the first time, a different expression in Lady Kocho's face, because all the time You see her and you see this bland expression, this fake smile, those empty eyes. And then we go to the flashback and we saw all that sorrow, all that sadness when her sister died. Yeah, it's honestly terrible, and I kind of understand why she isolated herself. Because the last wish of her sister, if I understand correctly, is to see her smile, and that is that fake smile. It's awful, yes, because you see that it's a fake smile. It's not a happy smile. It's a depressing one. It's a fake one, and it's awful, and that is kind of unnerving. Obviously, we get accustomed. The more we see her, we get accustomed to her smile, but that doesn't change the fact that it's unnerving from the beginning. And yes, it's now I understand why. And yeah, Tanjiro being Tanjiro is very understandable of her, and we start to understand more about the behavior of Hashiras. Not the one that I want to understand the most, which is the asshole, but we start to understand the behavior of the rest, because all of them have lost somebody precious to them in the hands of demons, and that is why they hate them so much. And I kind of understand why her desire to give her a painless death to Nezuko back when they were encountered, because yeah, she's a sister. Okay, I'm going to give her a painless death, a pacific death, and so she won't suffer. But obviously, she wants to kill because she was a demon until new orders happen. Obviously, until something new happened. Yes, it's incredibly to start to connect all the dots from previous episodes, thanks to glimpses of new episodes. So I cannot wait for the next one, because this genuinely was a short one, because again, the majority of the episodes is a funny side, and I honestly end up not telling much about the characters, because there is not much to say other than Lady Kocho, which is obviously an important character, and I want to explore her character even more. But anyway, I think I exhausted the topic of this one. I hope you enjoy it, and let me just quickly remind you that if you enjoy the content of the channel, please consider a subscription and turn on notifications. If you enjoyed the video, please give me a thumbs up and leave a comment so I know what you think about my reaction, the episode, or the commentary in general. Remember that in the description we have a link for my Twitter. If you want to follow me, is there. A link for the reaction, because YouTube doesn't like reactions, and obviously a link for my Patreon in case you want to see the full uncut reaction of this episode, and many more. Anyway, yes, enough of all of this. I have nothing else to say, but thank you for your attention, and well, see you on the next one. Bye.
Okay guys, I hope you enjoyed that video, and if you did, give it a like so the algorithm from YouTube will help me out. And check my other videos, share them, and also why not subscribe to my channel and join this community. And as always, I want to thank you for your attention, your likes, and even your dislikes, your comments, which is something I always look forward to read. And yeah, once more, thanks, and see you on the next one.